Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is a coach again with another topic in Java, and this time it is strings. So how can you work with strings inside Java? We will learn today. Okay. So I have a class already created. This is my class. So if I minimize it, str is a class which I've already created. Okay. So what we'll do today is we'll create a string. We'll also create a character. So basically we will be playing with two data types. First is string and other is char. Okay, that means character. Okay, so these two data types we will be working with, and we'll check how string or like how a character can be changed to string, how you can subset a string. Okay, and how you can print a character from string. Okay, these things we will be seeing today. Okay, so let's start with the code. Then I'll write class str, that's the name of the class I'm taking, and you start with public static void main string arts. Okay, and inside this, as I said, first of all I'll be working with string. So string is a data type. Okay, so when you write string, after that you can write your variable. Suppose s is my variable, and inside that I am holding a string. So string means you can add any name, a place or thing or animal name, anything. Okay, so or a sentence, anything. So I'm taking, let's say, coding as my string. Okay, this is my string which is inside the variable s. Fine. So if I just want to print this, that is coding, so for that what I can do, I can just directly write system dot out dot println, and then I can write s. That's it. Okay, if we compile this off and if we try to see the output, then the output would be only coding will be displayed. Okay, this is the output, coding. Okay, now let's go inside our code once again. So now this was just simple displaying like how you can use a string and then print that particular string. Okay, now here, what if I just inside a string, uh, the index starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the index starts from 0. Fine, inside an array, inside a string, the index every time it starts from 0. What if I just want to extract the first letter of this particular string? So for that, what you can do? Okay, so in order to extract the first letter from the string, which is coding, what you can do is write system dot out dot println. Okay, and we want to just extract the first letter, that is C. Okay, so for that what you can do, takes the name of the variable in which your string is stored, that is s. Okay, so you can write s dot char at. Okay, and then the index number, that is 0. Fine. So what this function will do inside Java is, whatever the character is there in your string, that is character at index 0. Okay, so this particular line of code, that is character at, means at index 0, whatever is the character over here, okay, that will get displayed. So s is the string, and whatever character is at index 0 in this particular string, that is the variable s, that will get printed. Okay, so if we just compile this off, so no syntax error. Now if we try to just run this off, so now if you see, the first letter got printed, that is C. Okay, now let's clear this off. And now what if I just want to print, let's say, the the letter D, okay, the character D I want to print it. So for that, what you can do, so 0, 1, 2, that means the index number is 2. So this you can change it to 2, okay, and then try to check it out. The answer would be D, okay, that means D has been extracted from that particular string. So for extracting a character from a string, you can use the char at option, okay, that is s dot char at, and that means the syntax would be first the string variable in which the string is stored, then it should be separated by a dot, and then char at function should be used, and then inside the bracket you can put your index number, okay. That's how, that was the second part, like how you can extract a character from a string. Okay, now next is, suppose I have a character. So inside Java you can define a character like, let's say, char c. So characters are always in a form of an array, okay. So suppose I write char c. So c is the variable wherein I have some characters. Let's say my characters are, so how you can define characters in Java. So with the help of single inverted comma you can define character. Now if you see the difference between a string and a character, so string is defined inside double inverted quotes, whereas character is defined inside a single inverted quote, okay. Now I have some set of characters in my array, okay. So let's say the characters are A, or let's say I'll write this, okay, C separated by O, D, I, N, and then last is G, okay. Now if you see this properly, I have a character data type, okay, and C is of character data type, wherein I have these characters inside my array, okay. Now if I try to print it directly, okay, if I try to print it directly, it will be like separated, like C will come separate, O will come separate, D will, like you have to, how you can print. So system.out.println, and you can write char, okay, C, and then let's say 2, okay. So in this case what will get printed, so C holds the position of 0, then 1, then 2, that means D will get printed, okay. So if we just try to run this off, so we'll get two outputs. First of all, there will be an output for this particular system.out.println, so D will be printed, and again next one D will be printed for this one, okay. That means in our output 2D should come up. So if we try to just run it, so yeah, there is the output 2Ds, okay. Now what is the drawback from the character, using a character? So over here, when you are using a character data type and you are initializing your, suppose you have a set of characters inside your array, okay, at that point of time, if you want to make it as a complete string, that means this particular code, I mean this particular character, that is coding, if you want to convert it into this string, then for that means the output should not be coming in the form of a character like C separate, O separate, D separate, and so on. It should come like this particular string. Then for that, what you can do, you can directly convert your characters. So let's say I write string, I take a variable, let's say C, no, C is already taken, so let's say B, and then I write new, that's the keyword, new keyword, and string, and then I write the name of the variable in which my character is there. So basically what is happening here, in the B variable which has a string data type, I am using a new keyword to convert this variable C which has a character data type into a string, okay. Now if I try to just print system.out.println, I'll write B, okay. Then we'll just compile this off, so no syntax error. Now if you see, we'll be getting three outputs when we run this, okay. First output will be for this one, because there are three system.out.println. So this is number 1, this is number 2, and this is number 3. Okay, so the first output will be, for this the output will be D, because it's caret has been used. Okay, caret. Okay, that means you have to extract a character from the string. Okay, the second system.out.println, that means from the character you are using the index and extracting the character. So for this also the output will be D. That means 2D will be printed. Next, for this one, what will be happening? Here I'm taking a variable B, okay, which has the value of C, which is converted in a form of a string. So this particular output will be CODING. That means all the characters will be written together in a form of a string. Okay, let's see the output. Let's see if it's actually coming that or not. So now if you see this is the first one, which is D. Okay, and this is the first output D, and then the second one, so second system.out.println, and this is the last one, that is coding. Okay, so this is how you can convert your character. This was a character data type. Okay, so you can convert your character data type into a string, okay, by just using the new keyword and then defining that a variable which has a character data type as a string. Okay, now suppose in the same code, if I want to let's say extract the value, like I changed this one. Okay, I'm just taking a character C and then I just write, let's say, C inside it or B inside it. Okay, okay, I write this inside it. Fine. Now if I just want to print this particular character, so what should be the output if I just print it? So just use this. Okay, okay, let me do something. Let's remove this. Okay, and over here I'll just change it, so I'll just write C. Okay, and remove this statement. So let me comment this off, and let me also comment this section. Okay, now if you see over here, what I've done is, so I just commented these two lines. So what is happening earlier in earlier code, what was there, this was in a form of an array. Okay, so this particular part was in a form of an array. Fine. So now what is happening, I'm taking only a single character. That means B is my single character over here. Okay, this is my single character. Okay, and so when you define a single character, at that point of time, you don't have to use the brackets, you don't have to use the array over here. You just have to use the character data type and then the a variable name and then a single character in it. Okay, so this is how you define a single character. Fine. So now when I do a system.out.println C, then what will be the output? The output will be just B will be printed. So if we see the output, if we run this, let's clear this off. Okay, now if you see, the output is B got printed over here. Okay, fine. So basically two things will be printed. First this one, that is D, and then the second one, that is B. So this is how you can just print a single character as well. Okay, from your using the character data type, and also you can convert a character completely to string. Okay, and you can also extract the character from using the index values.